Welcome to a new edition of Pirate Radio Trivia, brought to you by A.J. McMurphy's Awesome Place to get a great dinner, a cold beverage, watch a game, all the games, all the sports, and come out Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock, for sports trivia. A.J. McMurphy's right there on Turnberry Drive in Greenville. Our winner of today's game will walk away with an A.J. McMurphy's gift card. And today, a special edition of Pirate Radio Trivia. This one's for the wrestling fans. We're going wrestling edition of Pirate Radio Trivia, and we have two wrestling aficionados from different generations joining us on the show today. We all know the man to my right, stage left. He is the big dog, reigning from Kinston, North Carolina. Glenn Griffin is here. Hello, Glenn.
What's up, man?
We usually see you on the other side.
Normally on the other side of the screen, but this time in the room, in the box.
Welcome to the main event, sir.
Set up to the big show, the A show.
You called, now you set this match up, and then you ducked it earlier in the week.
Yes, he did.
There was a situation regarding,
kayfabe. Is this a storyline?
This is not storyline. This is real life.
All right. It's a shoot, brother. All right, we got a Mark to my left, stage right here. He is CJ Schaefer.
That's right. How you doing?
What's up, CJ?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm great, man. And you got the CM Punk gear. Yep. Glenn going with the Young Bucks.
It's not a Young Bucks shirt. It says Young Bucks.
Oh, it's the
Rock and Roll Express.
The Rock and Roll Express. That's
it's right. A crossover shirt they did together for charity, like 5 years ago.
Very nice.
Not even looking.
I'm wearing the Bray White.
I like it.
I didn't plan on it, but he used to wear some stuff like this.
The Swamp Preacher look.
All right, before we get started, gentlemen, Glenn, when did you first fall in love with wrestling? What's like one of your first memories of watching wrestling?
I mean, two shows. Like there was a noon Saturday show that was. It wasn't Saturday Night's Main Event. It was like WWF Superstars that I remember that came on after cartoons, and that was like the first one. And then later you had at 6:05, of course, you had Saturday Night with WCW.
Yep.
And like those two shows were the end all be all, because that was really the only way that you could get exposure to it without having some sort of like cable, not cable access, but like pay-per-view, because you were doing that, because back then there was no Monday Night Raw yet. Or Monday Night Raw was just becoming a thing.
Getting started.
Just getting started.
CJ, you are younger than us old chaps. So, what about your first wrestling memories?
So my family just is all wrestling fans. My dad, granddad, great grandfather, all wrestling fans. So my first memory of wrestling is very young. I was maybe 3 or 4 years old, watching an old VHS tape of some Raw from the Attitude Era, and it's Stone Cold coming out, beating everybody up, and Jim Ross yelling, "Stone Cold, Stone Cold!"
Oh, the Texas Rattlesnake!
I remember that vividly, and it's all been just history from there.
It's funny that I was with Hulk Hogan and the Vitamins and Prayers, and you were Stone Cold with the beers and the bird.
Really tells you how society changed over time. Glenn, do you remember afternoon ESPN old
they would run World Classic, I think. It was from Texas.
It was like a Von Erich action.
Yeah, it was WCCW.
I remember that as a child.
A lot of Von Erichs, a lot of Freebirds.
I also remember my dad used to let me stay up and watch like Monday Night Football if the Redskins were playing,
right?
Or if there was a big game on late. But one particular Saturday evening, I remember I was in the living room by myself. My parents had gone to sleep, and I was watching Saturday Night Main Event, I guess.
That was an occasional thing. That was almost like a free pay-per-view on
I guess
TV.
That's what it was.
Right.
But
you would have big angles on that show.
The Genius cheated and beat Hulk Hogan. The Genius was Macho Man's brother.
Yes.
And
Lanny Poffo.
At that time, and it's still real to me, damn it, but at that time, I thought that was like an upset in sports.
Oh, the events that happened on Saturday Night's Main Event were big talk in the classroom,
And
those were earth-shaking events.
And I went and woke up my dad and told him Hulk Hogan lost, and he probably said it's fake, go to bed. But I still remember that moment, acting like a sports upset just happened because Hulk Hogan never lost. So anyway, all right, to the game we go. Fun memories. All right, Glenn, you'll get the first question of each round, then we'll go to CJ. You guys can steal 1 point per question. There are actually 4 questions in round 1. Two for you, 2 for you. So an opportunity for points here. Glenn, we'll start. Our first category is wrestlers' real names.
Okay.
This WWF, now WWE, a former wrestler's real name is Robert Remus. I'm assuming this guy's in the Hall of Fame. He was a very popular wrestler named Robert Remus.
Slaughter?
Sergeant Slaughter is correct. Now, you acted like you didn't know
it, but I thought about the fact that I showed you that Sergeant Slaughter figure a few weeks ago, and I thought you might have pulled from that.
I did not, but you're right. You did just get a Sergeant Slaughter figure. Sorry, CJ.
It's really where that guess came from.
I'm glad you got that question. I would not have gotten it.
Yeah. CJ, your wrestler who is a known for his time, great WCW wrestler. You still see him from time to time. His name is Steve Borden. You still see this guy. He is not retired like Sergeant Slaughter.
I don't know the answer, so I'm going to throw out Sting.
The man they call Sting is correct.
Sting.
Well done. Now let's go. There's your ding, CJ. 1-1, same category. Glenn, back to you. We're going to go with active wrestlers now, and we're going to go with Colby Lopez.
That is Seth Rollins.
Seth Metal, that is correct. CJ, your active wrestler is a fella named Jonathan Good.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, guys.
I know who that is.
Jonathan Good.
John Moxley?
John Moxley is correct. Dean Ambrose. And has he ever been like Johnny Bad? I mean, that would be an obvious
There was
name.
a Johnny B. Bad before.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
True.
Yeah.
We're running out of names. All right. Well done, gentlemen. You get through round 1 unscathed there. All right. Round 2. Wrestlers in movies. Wrestlers in movies. Glenn, this wrestler who won WON, that's Wrestler Observer Newsletter, Best Heel and Best in Interview awards during his time as a wrestler, played the role of Sam Hell in the 1988 film Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Give me the year again.
It was a 1988 film, and he during his long time as a wrestler, he won Best Heel 1 year, also Best in Interviews.
Piper?
Roddy Piper is correct. Did you know that?
I was ready to steal it.
How in the world did y'all know that?
I needed the year.
All right.
Yeah,
Well
the year set me up. That was the key.
All right, CJ, you're a youngster, but we'll see if you can go back and get this one. This WCW and WWE champion played the role of Super Shredder in the 1991 film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. He was a WCW heavyweight champion. Spent some time in the WWE.
Was there a year?
91.
91. That's when the movie was?
That's when the movie was. I'll tell you, he won his championships after that. Super Shredder.
So, Kevin Nash.
Wow. Where are you guys pulling these from? Well done. Kevin Nash, also a basketball player at Tennessee.
Yes.
Didn't know
Go
that.
Vols.
Yeah. Both of those movies have been picked on by the podcast How Did This Get Made? And one of my favorite podcasts with Paul Scheer, Jason Mantzoukas, and June Diane Raphael.
Where are they made at? Wilmington, North Carolina.
Both of those films?
The Ninja Turtles?
Well,
I don't know about the Piper one, but
Yeah.
the Ninja Turtles definitely were.
the Piper one was in Frogtown.
Apparently so.
All right, Glenn, name that tag team. Round 3. These two Canadian wrestlers defeated Show Miz on April 20th, 2010 on Raw to win the WWE Tag Team Championships. These two Canadian wrestlers defeated Showmiz.
Edge and Christian.
That is incorrect. CJ, can you steal?
Can you read it again?
These two Canadian wrestlers defeated Showmiz on April 20th, 2010 on Raw to win the WWE Tag Team Championships.
Only Canadian I can think of now is Chris Jericho, other than them.
He's in... No, he's not in the tag team. Because that was Jericho. That was before.
Can I just tap out? I have no idea.
We got our first submission.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would be the Hart Dynasty, David Hart Smith and Tyson Kidd.
Yeah, that was a good pull.
Yeah.
All right. CJ, these two brothers defeated Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins on October 14th, 2013 on Raw to win the WWE Tag Team Championships.
I'm gonna go with. I'll go with the Usos.
That is incorrect. Glenn.
Two brothers.
Yes.
What year?
2013 on Raw. They defeated the Big Dog and Colby Lopez.
Cody and Dustin as Goldust and Stardust.
The answer is Cody Rhodes and Goldust. That is correct. Big pull there. Big pull there.
Great feud.
All right.
Underrated. The Rhodes family versus the Shield.
All right. Next category, Money in the Bank cash-ins.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the date, the show, and the wrestler who lost the championship. You tell me what Money in the Bank winner cashed in. Glenn, June 30th, 2008 on Raw, the champion was Edge. Who cashed in?
2008.
2008 Raw, Edge was the champion, and he was defeated by this man cashing in.
Randall Keith Orton.
Randy Orton, the Viper, is incorrect. CJ.
CM Punk.
It's right there on your shirt, the best in the world. CM Punk, and we are tied, and I really hope we aren't finished tied because I do not have a tiebreaker. We go to CJ. April 8th, 2013, on Raw, the champion was Alberto Del Rio.
What was the date again?
That would be April 8th, 2013, on Monday Night Raw.
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler is correct, and CJ has taken the lead. And we have 2 categories left. Big Dog, to you, he is the title reigns is this category. He is the only wrestler to win the NXT Championship 3 times. Most titles.
Samoa Joe.
Smojo is correct. Did he do that recently?
Yes, the third time was recent.
You told me he wasn't going to wrestle anymore.
He wasn't supposedly not.
I just dropped the title like a week after.
I know, because of like health, right?
Yeah.
That sucks. But you did lie to me. I want that on the record.
I wanted to be the truth because it turned out to be right.
You were kind of right, yeah. CJ, this WWE champion, tag team champion, Royal Rumble winner, had the longest title reign for the World Heavyweight Championship in WWE. So this is the big gold that was the WCW championship. Mm-hmm. But when it went over to WWE, he had the longest reign of that title in the WWE. It went from April 5th to January 6th, and I didn't put the year. I meant to put the year.
That might ruin that.
Hold on, I'll get it for you.
Okay.
So once again, he won the big gold when he was in WWE and had the longest reign of that title.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you the year. I'm going to say it was mid-2000s. But I will have an exact year for you. That's fair, right, Glenn?
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh boy, now I've really.
Can I answer?
No, it's his question.
I think I know the answer.
I'm just asking.
All right. Well, I won't give a year to either one of you.
You said mid 2000s. That's
yeah.
clarification.
I think it's JBL, right?
It's a good guess, but that's incorrect.
I think it's Hunter Hearst Helmsley and the Reign of Terror.
That also is incorrect. The answer is Batista.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow! I did not
okay.
know that.
Me neither.
Batista is the answer. All right, final category, and we're tied. WrestleMania main events. Now there's like 7 of them, so this is the last match at the WrestleMania.
I've been wanting to stump the Schwab of this, so.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
I'm gonna give you the WrestleMania and where it was located. You tell me the last match.
Wow.
WrestleMania 10 at Madison Square Garden. Glenn. WrestleMania 10 at MSG.
I think there's like 3 good matches on that show. Was it Bret Owen?
That is incorrect. Do you know, CJ?
I'm trying to think. I'm not sure. I don't think this is the right one, but I'm going to go Bret Yokozuna.
That is correct. Look on Glenn's face.
I really thought that Bret. I had my manias mixed up.
I thought that was the year before, so I had mine mixed up too. I just threw one out there.
Bret and Yokozuna.
I thought you might be messed up because Bret and Yokozuna was outside.
Okay, hold on.
Bret Yoko was outside, and that's when Hogan came down and they put the belt on Hulkster.
This is the problem when you're doing.
We're running into the Monday Night Raw problem of running out of time on the show.
WrestleMania 10, the final match was Bret versus Yokozuna. Bret defeated Yokozuna.
Okay, all right.
I'm right.
That's the rematch, I guess, maybe.
All right, CJ, for the win, WrestleMania 26 at University of Phoenix Stadium.
26 was Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, streak versus career.
And that is how it is done. CJ pulls the upset.
Now we have a robbery.
Now,
I like it. Now there's an issue.
Now Glenn does have an automatic rematch clause in his contract. But
Rules, we got rankings.
I think for the storyline purposes, this is a great outcome because we have this young brass champion now.
The young up and comer is unseated the champion.
That is that's big.
I'm a fighting champion.
CJ, congrats, man.
Thank you.
You can use your AJ McMurphy's gift card, maybe playing sports trivia one night.
Maybe so.
All right, good deal. We will we'll have to do this again. But CJ, if there's any other and Glenn, maybe you could be you're like Kevin Nash, Triple H, you're the show booker and you put yourself in the main event.
Sure. Exactly.
You can either book another match or put yourself in another main event.
I'm putting myself back in the main, baby. I gotta get the rematch clause. I've got to get it.
Glenn's going over. We all know that. Good job, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And we'll do this again. That was
Yes,
fun.
sir.
All right. Thanks to AJ McMurphy's for sponsoring Pirate Radio Trivia. Make sure you check out AJ's on a Saturday or a Sunday. Watch some football, have some great food, great times, great pirate beverages. And we will see you next time on Pirate Radio Trivia.